Hey guys, it's Tyler from The Line Change, coming at you with another video. In today's topic, we're going to talk about Jonathan Lekkerimäki, one of the Canucks' young prospects. And, he's had a bit of a stint with the Canucks this season. He's impressed at the NHL level, for the sample size that we've gotten. To see from him. I believe right now he's carrying it up in the AHL, and he was for a little bit of time earlier on in the season as well. And then, he got called up and, we saw him score his first NHL goal, which I still remember that goal, and I thought it was an absolute beauty of a shot. Of course, he scored his first goal when Miller was still a part of the team, as he assisted on the goal. We're gonna talk about Lekkerimäki, and we're gonna pose the question for next season. Do you think Jonathan Lekkerimäki, does he make the team next season, and will he be on the team full time starting next season? Now, we're gonna go over some pointers and some stats and whatnot. Let me just bring up Lekkerimäki's facts. Jonathan Lekkerimäki, born July 24th, 2004. So he's 20 years old, born in Sweden. The Canucks love their Swedes. Born in Huddinge, Sweden. I apologize if I mispronounced that. He's a right winger, 5'11", 172 pounds, right shot. He is a heavy shooter and an offensive forward and a sniper. He was drafted by the Canucks in the first round in 2022, 15th overall. So he's one of their high-end prospects. His cap hit is at $918,000. That's good for now. So yeah, he's our top prospect right now. So again, let's go back to that initial question. Does he make the team full-time next season? Personally, I think he does, but I think there's some factors that will weigh in on that and will either hinder that or might, clear the way for Mackey to be a full-time member of the team next season. Number one, and it relates to a previous video that I did in regards to Brock Boeser. Now, if we end up trading Brock, I would say Mackey next season is the replacement for Brock Boeser. So whether or not Boeser re-signs or is traded might weigh or might decide whether or not Mackey, or could potentially decide anyway, whether or not Mackey is a full-time member of the team next season. Some may think he might need at least one more year in the AHL before he's a full-time NHLer. So there's that factor. It also, I guess, depends on how well he does in training camp for next season. And I guess, you can also add in, how the Canucks end up finishing the season. Will he get called up again, between now and the end of the season to get a little bit of a third try or a third stint on the team? Will he be able to, produce at a higher level than he has right now in the AHL, as I believe these are AHL stats right here. He's got 8 points in his last 10 games, 5 goals and 3 assists. And then in his last 5, he's got 4 points, 3 goals, and an assist. Now that's, obviously that's AHL level, but like I said already, the guy's been tearing it up in the AHL. Let's look down at what his stats are for the AHL. I haven't actually really paid too much attention to them, but let's look at his stats for so far with the Canucks. He's played 11 games, and he's got 3 points in 11 games, 2 goals, and one assist. For Abbotsford this year, he's got 17 goals, 8 assists in 29 games for 25 points, and he's projected to finish with 46 points, 31 goals, 15 assists in 53 games in the AHL. So that's pretty spectacular for his second season in the AHL. Now, he had a 6-game stint in the AHL in the 2023-2024 season, where he played 6 games. He had 1 goal and 1 assist for 2 points. And then he played in the World Juniors, where he tore it up in the juniors with 7 goals, 3 assists in 7 games, good for 10 points. And then in the international junior, he had 8 goals, 7 assists, 15 points in 12 games. Then there was another international game with Sweden with just the 1 assist in 6 games. But as you can see, this guy is a top-end talent. The guy's solid shooter, can snipe it with the best of them. He actually, believe it or not, as much as we, are down on PD right now, he actually kind of reminds me of a young PD. Just slightly, especially with, that dangerous shot and his one-timing ability as well. So yeah, I'm going to leave this is going to be a short video. I'm going to leave the question to you guys. Do you guys think he makes the team full-time out of training camp next season or next season in general? Do you think, does what we decide to do with Brock Besser, does that factor into whether or not he could be a full-time member of the team next season? Could you see him, barring what happens with PD, between now and the end of the season, whether or not, there's still talks about trading PD, and if the Canucks decide to go all in on PD and just let him, finish the season out, just chop this season as a bad year for PD and just let him reset next year. Could you see Lekkerimäki being that, again, we mentioned in a previous video, that winger that PD's been looking for? I mean, they're both Swedes, so you would think there's that instant chemistry. Could we see a duo between PD and Lekkerimäki next season? And is that, pair them with, I don't know, have a Höglander, PD, and Lekkerimäki line, an all-Swede line, like they've done already with, I believe, Linus Karlsson, PD, and Höglander. But imagine if you replaced Karlsson with Lekkerimäki and had that as either, your first line next season. I think that would be a top-end line. Just thinking about it, makes me, not gonna lie, I kind of wish next season was happening already. Because I think that's an exciting line, PD, Lekkerimäki, and Höglander. Maybe not Höglander, maybe somebody else, maybe Karlsson. But, that was just someone who I thought of just off the top of my head. Again, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. But don't forget to like this video. It really helps out the channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
Joanna around the back of my hotel. Oh, yeah. Someone said you was asking after me, but I know you're best as a blagger. I said, tell me your name, is it Sweet? She said, my boy, it's Dagger. Oh yeah.